brought an uptown vibe to dancehall before others had bigger success, but regained his footing making crossover music in the US. ER caught up with Don Yute.
Don Yute, remember him? One, if not the first, of the Uptown DJs. Had a run in the 90s, even signed at one point to Capitol Records, but relocated to the US to pursue options more related to the crossover market. So never left the game, just long off the radar here.
With how I do it, I'm not really forcing to say, oh, I'm still here, or I'm a 90s person that trying to gain relevance. I'm not trying to be relevant because the era that I drop in is already relevant. It's one of the most relevant. I have songs with a lot of big names, people like Akon, Pitbull, Trick Daddy, Trina. I always have something out there. Like right now in Miami, I just finished being in a movie with Safari.
Faced obstacles breaking into the recording business back in the day.
First studio I go, I got to run away from the studio for being uptown. So I found another studio named New Name Studio, where Luciano, Lady Saw, Derek Barnett was the engineer. A lot of good memories, and then bucking up into finding out that you can't just be your own producer, which I'm still that, and knowing that you have a voice for different producers.
But were you accepted despite your uptownness?
Not really at all, none at all. It's the biggest fight I ever get in my life. Going to Arrow's studio and I had a song, and a guy had a song similar to it. He drape me up, you take my song, and I have to throw two blow.
But went on to score some hits.
Excess Amount of Loving Excess with Rainy Wonder. That's a huge hit, play up to this day.
Excess amount of loving.
Gala You Own the Man say, yeah, that's a big one. Hardcore for Steely and Cleavy. She gone, big song. Remember the Days.
Remember the days.
With Bushman, which play up to this day.
Did other DJs give you a warm time?
Enough DJ love me, but enough of them still did up on the brown skin and the uptown thing, and they never used to my flavor yet. Which right now you see them in my kind of flavor, because right now my flavor is what running the place. You know, what Popcorn doing now, I did from 96 with Jermaine Dupri and Little John. I am the Dirty South DJ. I can name so much features that I've done with C Murder, Mystical, and I was like eating crazy food on records. That's how I got my first gold record, actually.
Your career got a second wind when you went to the States because people looked at you a little bit differently there.
Believe that, because, you know, sometimes it's not that a door closed, but sometimes you yourself really just say, you know what? I can't bother with this right now. I'm going to take a little breather. And I went to Atlanta on a regular trip, and Little John, the rapper, was playing on the radio on a reggae show, one of the biggest radio stations in Atlanta, V103, and he heard a song I did for John named Puddy Cat. And he said to the other Jamaican guy that was his sidekick, Paul Lewis, big up Paul Lewis, who is known as the Dynamic Duo. That's him and Little John that remix Tour, Beanie Man Slam, and the remix with Method Man and Capleton. So John was working for Sosa Def. So John heard the song and said, this song, you know, and actually Paul, who was John's sidekick, said, you know, he's in Atlanta right now, and I know somebody that know him, and they called me for the Sosa Def Bass All-Stars with the big hit song My Boo, which went gold. So being that is an all-star album, I get my gold too. So that was the first gold record before even Shaggy them. So being that when I get my first check from being on a gold album and these features, how much they paid me for a feature, instead of trying to fight through this uptown barrier to try and get on a rhythm, to go down get no upfront money, figure play and beg say me can get a song before in when Buju, Daddy Screw, Terror Fabulous, Spragga them, and try fighting in my thing with so much big artists, because it was really hard to bust, actually. I just really start seeing how the paychecks go, you know, through the system of the crossover market.
But why you think that fight was there?
Being that I'm paying millions of dollars worth of studio time at the Anchors, the Mixing Labs, the Tough Gangs, the Big Ships, I'm doing it myself. So it's like, I never understand the factor of you have to make a producer go and rob you a little bit, you know.
It still rankles to this day, or you're just happy with how everything panned out?
Well, I kinda, it's a mixture. It's like Michael Jackson said, too high to get over, too low to get under. You're stuck in the middle. The pain, I turned the pain that was thunder into sunshine. Because now, while a lot of 90s people fighting for relevance, I'm still fresh and new. So when you get shut out of something that you open the door for, when you let in somebody else and them lock the door, you and them inside.
Meaningful song, that's what me sing. Dirty germs want bring bass like me sing.
Coming into the industry with the perspective that I have is not really a threat. It's really a door opening for everybody without them even knowing. You know what I mean? Because it's not like say we're going to sign anybody or anything like that. Like everybody say, yo, are you bust them artists there now? Look how them big now. Look how them. But I mean,
What you talking about? Boss who?
Just like people like Sean Paul note me as somebody that him still doing it. You know, I'm his mentor one at a time. Mr. Vegas, for example, the first single Mr. Vegas ever had is Don Yute, a song named La 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 La. He was just at the studio and my engineer tell me, say, come listen this Yute. I'ma come, and that's Mr. Vegas. You get to me, I say? So two of the biggest names in dancehall.
And you introduced Sean Paul at Sting in when, 97?
Exactly, because I was the one that Leng would talk to book the show. So I was being the artist, the producer, the booking agent, the visa getter, the work permit getter. I'm doing all of this.
There would have been similarities in terms of background, in terms of where you guys came from, but things took off for Sean Paul.
If I am a coach and I coach, or people said it, you influence them. That's what you want to happen. You want somebody to blow up. It's not like you want to be a teacher that teach students that end up dunce. You want them to win. So over the years now, you'd have people that try and make it look like there was some envy there, or there's some bad feeling. But the system of who handles certain things out here, always trying to make who help who, envy who help who. Some people don't know envy. Some people just know to share. Now, if them was saying to the person who them now get a grip of, after them being introduced, after them bigging up somebody as somebody that show them certain things, and they make them link, the business would be more powerful and more fruitful.
But do you kind of look back and say, well, had I done things differently, maybe things might have turned out differently for me?
Not really, you know. I just know that probably if I never start something, nothing wouldn't be there. You probably wouldn't have a Tommy Chin. You probably wouldn't have a Tessan Chin. Them would have probably got try to turn Miss World or Miss Universe. Probably you wouldn't have a Sean Paul, because you wouldn't see that as a dream. Because I'm Jason, me and Sean used to go to the same school. So when you see Jason doing it, is a thing that you can do. It's just like me getting on a rhythm. Spragga Benz was the one that me and him go studio. If me alone did go, it would have been a wicked fight. But when them sing with Spragga, it was just an easy walk through. So if there wasn't a Spragga Benz, I probably wouldn't get on so much rhythm if I even have nothing to talk about.
Don Yute with more to talk about next Friday.
Also, them want the renovation, no elevation and acceleration.